Howdy y'all, how you going? We're looking at the TARGA Tasmania. This is from last year. And now we have looked at the TARGA Tasmania before. I actually have watched, quite a few videos from the TARGA Tasmania, maybe a couple on the channel, but then of course I've watched some in my free time. It's very awesome, nice footage, and a great variety of cars, and some really cool scenery, some really cool sections. It's always fun to see cars racing in like city streets and country roads and windy mountain roads and things because, they're not traditional racetracks, right? So it's got this edgy factor to it. It's a little bit dangerous. It's very scenic. It's a little bit unpredictable, right? I think that's what's really fun about it. Let's get real. This is basically a form of rally. Like, this is a rally race, and rally is exciting. And I love rally. Anywho, this is from a channel called TARGA Tasmania. Of course, definitely check them out. You're going to want to. I'm going to skip around this video quite a bit, so if you want to watch the whole thing, please do so with that link in the description down below. And this comes to us from Tassie Tiger on Discord, so thank you for the suggestion. Or rather, this video follows a Ford Falcon XE, of course, with a V8. I don't know if this is a 351 Cleveland or a 351 Windsor. I think it has one of those two in it, but I know that this team is a husband and wife, so how interesting is that? Very neat. So let's check it out.
Yeah, don't hit a curb and rip it up, basically. Driving something like this, you got to rip it up, so.
Look at that thing.
5 right, 2
Oh, yeah.
to the end.
Ooh, she sounds good. That is a sweet-looking machine. Jeez.
Mary Hughes, husband Charlie.
That is
Mary
such
Hughes,
a good
local
car.
from Georgetown.
Gotta love the
Who grew up in
XEs.
Georgetown.
When she does her shopping on a Saturday, she won't be driving like that.
Yeah, a little more than a Saturday shopping trip, I reckon.
Mary won as a co-driver last year in the Classic
There we
competition.
go. Are we still in Classics?
Here we are, yes.
Good. Good. I'm glad you're here to keep me straight. Sounds wonderful.
I'll tell you what, this looks like one of the funnest events you could drive. Taking a badass old Aussie muscle car and running through Tasmania.
3 right.
Damn, what a combo.
3, tightens. It's narrow, 100.
Bravo, look at them. He is driving, his wife is navigating. She's literally calling out the notes here, and you can see her notepad there. How cool is that, right?
Long 10 left.
That sounds awesome. Good for them.
To 3.
Look at that. Now they're out in the countryside. Got some nice cliffs and rocks. Look at this. God, that is a good looking car. Beautiful.
It was a different thing, wasn't
They
it?
have such a good
Put
stance.
a different engine in the car
Good
since
body
it ran
line.
6 years ago at the last anniversary event. We're very happy with how we went. We got second after Georgetown, but yeah, today was another thing.
Repeat, very long 9 left. Times to 8.5 on the crest. 200.
This is so wild to see.
Hugate right and 8
Wow,
left, 100.
what a beautiful area. Tasmania.
Hugate right.
Tasmania is something else.
Feels okay, Joey. 8 left, 100. Very long 7.5
This
left
drone's
here.
having trouble keeping up with them.
Very long 7.5 left. 100. And a long 7 right opens to an 8. Repeat.
Dang, look at that
Long
thing.
7 right opens to an
Wow.
8.
Hugging the turns pretty
Go,
well.
please. Go, punch out. Flying finish 8 right. You're right, go, go, go.
It's just pity the intermediate, wet, dry. This thing, it's not a sports car, it's what you tow your caravan with.
Jeez.
And then once it got wet, and we knew what we had,
Right.
and then I sort of remembered how to drive a bit, didn't I? And it came on song then, and Mount Roland and Paradise was great. We had a real good drive through there and felt like, oh yeah, I can do this again.
4 right.
Yeah, that's always tough too about these rallies. It can be dry in one part and wet in another, and you just got to hope your tires and your car don't get too slidey and too upset in the wet, right?
Again?
4 right, slippy.
It's definitely some difficulties,
150.
but that's what makes sports like this really fun.
And 4 left. Repeating 8
Lots
right.
of variables.
And 4 left.
You can't go home, you've got to get your head around it, so I think a lot of people will just make a decision tonight and just drive today, see hopefully we have a laugh and some fun.
You know what Targa has always been about, discovering Tasmania. The support of the Tasmanian people has been just magnificent over the years.
Exactly, and I mean, you see these officials up and
Look
down
at all
here,
these
they're running
cars.
up and down the
You get such a variety
road
there.
for
That's
us.
what I love.
So we owe it back to the event. It's not going to hurt to put a bit of petrol in and
Yeah, it looks like Tasmania, the people, the locals, everyone involved seems to put on an awesome event there. And yeah, you get so much variety. And like I said, what an environment for it. What do we got in front of him? There's our poster car here,
Charlie,
Falcon.
I'm just
I don't know what that blue and white car is.
day out there,
Okay, we got a Porsche there. Is that like a Golf livery? That's kind of cool.
Charlie. But a day that you managed to get something out of.
we did.
Oh, what is this? That is a small car. Jeez, I don't know what that is. See, it's like my goal. I know a lot about cars, but then there's still so many cars, especially abroad, right, throughout the whole world that I just don't know. This is one of them. It's like in my head, I always think like someday I'm gonna know every car ever, right? You never know, but I don't know what that is.
We got a lot of laughs.
But I want to
actually,
learn.
on the
There is that car I was asking about a second ago. Yeah, it wasn't blue and white. I'm sorry. It's like a silvery, really faded powder blue and orange accents here.
Volvo, Nick Priest, and
Feel
his
like I
Porsche and
do
other big
know it,
cars,
though.
and nose to tail up through stages. It was actually
Yeah, that's definitely a
different
Porsche.
thing
Like
that
a,
we've
what,
ever done before, I think.
944?
I actually said to Mary coming back, I would actually be interested in doing 130k limited races.
It's good.
I love this. I love the fact that, obviously you are a proper team, the two of you.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
they are.
yeah. I've had other competitors say you're crazy doing this sport with your wife sat next to you.
Yeah.
And we know, all right, we know what can happen. But I'm safer with her sat next to me than anybody. You wouldn't think about doing it.
There you go.
You do this every day before you go to, say, Coles supermarket with her every day.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time together. Yeah.
Probably a lot more arguments while we try to find a parking space in
there
Coles
is some of
supermarket.
Yeah, that is definitely different. But good on him. It's clearly working out. I'd say an older Ford Ranger. That's a body style we did not get here. And they got their tire. Very cool. Look, that was a quick look. I did skip around, so please make sure to watch the whole video with the link down there. And that was really kind of a cool story, so I do appreciate that suggestion. Good for them, and I will look forward to seeing more from them sometime. Not as much raw like sound and action in this video as sometimes you do find in these, but we will, hopefully find some more like that very soon. It's been a long time, again, too long. A rally reaction, let alone a rally reaction from Australia, TARGA Tasmania, featuring some classic Australian cars. It's been too long, so I got to change that. So look for a lot more coming again, like the good old days. But that's about it for this one. I look forward to seeing what you had to say in the comments. Anyone out there with a Ford Falcon XE, any super fans of the car, look, I really freaking love it. I know I always tend to say that Mopar is my all-time favorite. I love Chrysler products of yesteryear, and then overall I'm decently big GM guy, so naturally, I really liked Holden, learning about Holden cars, especially in Australia. But like I've said this before, Ford Australia really is, I'm not gonna lie, they're badass. They make some amazing vehicles, especially in that era, that mid 60s all the way till kind of like the late 90s. They just had a lot of cool stuff going on. And the XE Falcon is it's hard to not like that car. It's just such a well-rounded vehicle. I really like everything about it. The sound, the appearance, the dimensions. Look at it. It's just a great looking vehicle. I love the proportions on it. And yeah, that was fun. So throw a like on there if you enjoyed this. Subscribe to be part of this amazing community. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker, and until next time, y'all, catch you later.